Video game developers have complete freedom when it comes to creating games. They can literally shape everything gamers have to interact with. However, the imagination of some developers is so crazy that we ended up with a few truly bizarre video games. Get ready for our top 10 weirdest video games of all time. Untitled Goose game is coming out this year, and we can't wait to play it. The goal of this game is simple. You are a goose, and you need to cause as much mayhem as possible. It's sort of a stealth game, so you need to avoid humans while you're doing your evil deeds. You can honk, flap your wings, and grab items with your beak. We just love the premise and beautiful graphics of this strange little game. A game is going to be weird when it's called LSD Dream Emulator. This PlayStation 1 cult classic shows us the dream world of its Japanese creators. The developers used their actual dreams as inspiration when they created the game. There's no real story or goal you have to reach. It's simply a series of absolutely bizarre dreamscapes you can interact with. Trippy, to say the least.
This time you are in the bathroom. Rena is taking a bath, and so her blood circulation is good. She hasn't got any bug repellent sprayed on, and so this is an incredibly good blood-sucking opportunity for you.
Japanese game developers have some really bizarre ideas for a game. Take Mr. Mosquito, for example. This PlayStation 2 game puts you in the shoes of a mosquito. You're trapped inside the house of the Yamada family and need to drink as much blood as possible. This means you need to annoy the poor family members as they go about their everyday life.
You're so annoying! You're so annoying! You're so annoying! You're so annoying!
Mr. Mosquito is weird and a little disturbing at times.
I'm in heaven.
Katamari Damacy shows that weird sometimes equals great. This PlayStation 2 title offers some of the most original and fun gameplay ever created. The purpose of the game is simple. You need to roll up everything with your ball. You start off small, but more and more objects will stick to your ball as you grow bigger. This goes on until you are able to roll up entire houses and eventually have a ball that's big enough to replace the moon. We just love this crazy game.
You must like what you see. Snap out of it!
Catherine is a game about relationships, nightmares, and sheep. Yes, this PlayStation 3 game has it all when it comes to weird subjects. You are Vincent, who feels like his girlfriend is pressuring him into marriage. It doesn't take long before he meets a mysterious girl and starts an affair with her.
Holy shit. Oh man, this is not good.
What is it good?
Well, you know, hooking up after we just met.
What happens next is a series of nightmares that become more real as the story goes on. The game got re-released for the PlayStation 4 this year, so you might want to pick this one up if you haven't played it yet.
I'm not that kind of guy. I mean, I don't even know what happened.
全世界の競馬ファンが待ちに待った真の世界一決定戦 G1 ジャパンワールドカップ。世界で最も速い馬はどの馬なのか。選び抜かれた8頭による頂上決戦。
Japan World Cup is a game about horse racing. It doesn't seem weird at all until you see the racers at the start line. Pretty much every character in this game is bizarre, and it gets even stranger when they start running.
バーニングビーフが怒っている。お肉が焦げている。さあ、銀シャリも射程に入った。シュート！
However, you don't even have to race yourself. All you have to do is bet on a horse and watch the madness unfold. It might sound boring, but you never know what kind of strange things are going to happen. Japan World Cup is the perfect game for fans of Japanese weirdness.
コーナーで負けないようバージョンアップを施しています。さあ今回も混戦模様のジャパンワールドカップ各馬第3コーナーを回るとハリボテテッド。
Our top story this evening concerns a legendary creature that some say could overturn Darwin's theory of evolution. Known as Seaman, this creature will go on public display for the first time in Japan.
Talking about weird games, we have to mention Seaman. This game was a very big deal when it came out on the Dreamcast back in the early 2000s. It's basically a virtual pet simulator in which you have to try to take care of a fish with a human face.
So, this World Wide Web, what do you use it for?
There aren't any instructions, so you need to try different things to figure out what he likes. The first edition of this game even came with a microphone so you could talk to your virtual fish man. We still can't believe this game actually exists.
Researchers have also discovered that knowledge gained by one Seaman can be passed on to later generations on a genetic level.
Okay, just getting set up here to stream some Hatoful Boyfriend, a game where you find love at a school for birds. Man, I can't believe this game exists.
Hatoful Boyfriend is a dating simulator in which you are a girl who goes on dates with birds. You're the only human attending an upper-class bird school. Here, you must find love among the feathered students. It's an absolutely crazy idea for a dating sim, but it became relatively popular on the PlayStation 4 and PC. The game has 14 different endings depending on the choices you make, so it actually matters whether you date that cool pigeon that always skips class or go for the sporty dove instead.
If the Japanese are wrong, then I don't want to be right. Well, that was my look at some Hatoful Boyfriend.
Goat Simulator started out as a joke by developer Coffee Stain Studios, but they were blown away when their goat game turned out to be a huge hit. Players loved the ridiculous gameplay that consists of causing as much mayhem as possible. The game spawned many sequels that each parodied a different game genre, but we recommend sticking to the original if you're looking for some totally over-the-top action. Kids is a bizarre game that was released in Japan in 1992. You're a young boy who goes to the bathroom late at night and gets sucked into the toilet. Here you find yourself in a world full of toilet humor. The enemies in this vertical shoot-'em-up are very funny in an immature kind of way. Toilet Kids only has 4 levels, after which you have to defeat the evil urinal to beat the game. The graphics might look crappy, but we guess that's kind of the point. Do you know any other weird games we forgot to mention? Let us know in the comments, and please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content from your friends at The Listed Gamer.
深夜に届いた贈り物、リボンで縛り上げたギャランドゥ。確定しました。1着5番ギャランドゥ。